Hi guys, it's me, Andrea. I'm working on my second work for the Facebook group International Crafters, this 30 days of napkins, and that's actually the first challenge, day one, use buttons. Yeah, and that's what I do. I found this, I have that since ages in my stash, this card, it's not really cardboard, it's more chipboard buttons from Graphic 45. I liked them a lot when I bought them, but it's always the same problem. Oh, I can't use them, they're so beautiful. It's always the same. So I had them in my stash for ages, 10 years or so, I don't know. And I will use them up now. So, and I have this beautiful napkin with these clocks. They are going well with the buttons. They have these clock faces on them, and I thought that goes well together. I put that on cardstock, and I use some of the watches single, cut them out and glue them on a different cardboard here for cut them out later and use them as dimensional applications. So that's what I do at the moment. I use them partially and full ones, so differently. I won't use them all, definitely not. But I wanted to have a choice, of course. That's what I like. For gluing them down with this delicate napkins, I always use the liquid acrylic medium. That works quite well. And that dries nicely, and it's a matte one, and it doesn't stick. The problem with what I have with Mod Podge, for example, is it sticks so much, and it takes ages for it to, not being sticky anymore. So, okay, this stamp I just used, forget that. I won't use it at the end. At the beginning, I thought it's a good idea, but it wasn't so. You will see. I'm working with the Distress Oxides here on that background. I use Vintage Photo to put it on, not completely cover it, only partially around the edges, of course, and a tiny bit in the middle. And introducing a bit of the peacock feathers for the middle. I always think that's a fantastic combination for vintagey stuff. This vintage photo and turquoise. So, and of course, I have to work on the clock faces here as well. Use the same colors here, vintage photo, and I will put some peacock feathers on as well, but in a different way. I have this refiller, put some drops on, and put some water onto the faces and then dab it into. I wanted to have it a bit more covered, a bit stronger, and that's why I did it in this way. Let that dry, or there was a big puddle on, so I dabbed that off. And now the buttons. You see, my idea was to build this tiny little figure with the buttons and then having this clock hands. It's not a bad idea. Problem is that the buttons, of course, they are disappearing in the background. Let's say it like this. The background is, I wanted to have the background vintagey, in that way, but not really thinking about that the buttons have some sort of the same color. And I didn't want to paint over them a lot to lose the image on it. Okay, I go on what I always do when I don't know what to do. I go on with other stuff. So I'm using here the modeling paste, go through the stencil and put some of these gears on. While I'm doing that, I'm thinking. It's always great, don't get stuck, don't stop, go on with other stuff. You will get an idea. So that's what I always do. Don't give up. Go on with other stuff. So I thought might help with a bit of wide edging around the buttons, but no, it didn't. So a bit of gesso wasn't that much better. So, and then I thought, why not? Sorry, why not putting on some turquoise? Yeah, because it's like the background again. Yeah, okay, no, doesn't work. And next step was I thought it needs to have a bit of a complementary color on it, so go for orange. And had this ink pencils in front of me, or ink pens in front of me, and use some orange on that. Okay, yeah, you can see the buttons, but and then I go on with stamping again, and I had this stupid idea to stamp with acrylic paint. Especially this stamp is not really stamping good with acrylic paint because it hasn't got this distinctive image. So normal stamping ink would have been better. And then I thought, oh, I put some white sprinkle on top and that will neutralize that. No, it didn't. Then I thought, oh, some black spark or sprinkles, that would be great. No, it wasn't. Then white was missing again, and I put some whites on again. Bigger one this time. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. I can live with that. So, but that's how it goes, you know. That's how we work. Put something on, it's not nice. Try something different, and yeah, that's always the process, and it's great. I really like it. So, bit of brown acrylic paint here for the edges to stay in this vintagey theme here. Didn't want to use black. There was enough black on the thing. So, and the faces here, I wanted to have them dimensional on, so I use my 3D tape here from Scotch, and I only glued them here to the edges. I didn't want to cover the page because I needed still a bit of space for my little figure. Yeah, it's still about the figure. Okay, cut everything off then. And I keep them. I thought I would use them on other edges, but I will keep them. I thought there is enough on it. Yeah, absolutely enough. And I had to put some more color here on the freshly cut edges, of course, to get them darken again. But then I had to face the music. What should I do with the buttons? And again, white Posca pen around the edges and the holes and so on. And in this, you can already see at this point I decided not to use this stamped face. Instead of it, I use a smaller button. And you know, with these two holes, and it looks already like a little face, doesn't it? So yeah, so I'm gluing them down with the 3D tape as well to, yeah, that they stand out more and get visible more. I think that helped a bit. And I glue the metal stuff, the hands, I glued them down with glossy accent. Metal is always, yeah, it glues metal well, let's say it like this. Okay, so now I put a little face on this cheeky little figure and some eyebrows. Let it look a bit cheeky on this cheeky little smile, doesn't it? So, and now I use yeah, not a lot, but I'm using white. I'm trying to use white, but I didn't want to overdo it, so that's why I use my Pitt pen here in white. But in this way it didn't work out, so I go around directly with the pen, and yeah, it's okay. Let's say it like this. It's okay. I'm not unhappy. Yeah, and you can see it in the close-up afterwards. It is, of course, visible. And it's not only about this little figure. It's the whole composition, isn't it? So, yeah. And if you see the figure on the second side first, it's okay. So it's the text already, and I made this with my little vintage label maker. Cut everything to size, or have the single words cut out, cut them a bit smaller, and I glue them on white cardstock to have the edges. Wanted to have the white edges that they stand out a bit more. And the text says time is a B ... I didn't want to be rude and write that. It's, of course, families with kids might watch this, so I'm staying with time is a B ... It's a beast. Yeah, let's say it like it's a beast. A mean beast. Isn't it? That's what I think. Time is never right. Sometimes it's not really running and then it's flying, and yeah, it's never right. Time is never right. Never in the way you need it. Okay, I glue it down here, and yeah, have to find a space as always, but I'm not fuzzing around that much this time. Okay. And I think you will see the close-up coming. Oh yeah, already. So that's it. I hope you like it. And if so, it would be fantastic if you would leave me a thumbs up or even a comment. Absolutely great. If you know someone who would like it as well, to watch that, you can share it. That would be wonderful. And I would say thank you for that already. So thanks again for watching. Have a fantastic time, guys. And I hope I will see you soon with my next video. Bye bye. Tschüss Leute, habt eine gute Zeit. Tschüss.